Welcome everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Go ahead and tell us where you're coming from and what you guys do and what's your big why for being here. It's the most important thing is what's your why, right? Good to see everybody. Looking good. Everybody looking good. Mhm. Yes. Let me know where you're coming from. What's your big why for being here? Where to find companies? Okay, I'm in Virginia. And she's like, yes. Yes, we're gonna cover some of that as well. Who in here want to make six-figure income? Working passively, only a few hours a week, and and can travel around the world. Okay. Location freedom, time freedom, not just money freedom, but time, location, and relationship freedom. That's what we can talk about to you today, and stay to the end because that's when I will give you the best. Whoever stayed to the end, I will give you some extra bonus. The later it gets, the more I honor your time that you're gonna stay with me, the more I'm gonna give you more secrets. Okay. So we're gonna talk about location secrets today because that's the number one thing you cannot change with real estate. But when you get it right, it can produce you money, income forever, pretty much. So remember to learn as much as you can, and also how many in here committed to stay for your dream, your goal. Okay. And at the end, I will give you the blueprint to freedom. I will also give you the blueprint on the formula, exact formula on how you can do this business. Okay. And also how this can change very quickly for you within the next few months. You can literally make six figures, 10K plus a month within a few months. We help so many people have done it. The people who know better than you actually, a lot of them are like, teenager, single mom, or truck driver who making six-figure income. So if they can do it, I'm sure you can do it as well, right? All right, all right. A Zoom user, Arizona. My wife makes six-figure income. Zoom user. What's your name? Agnes, Dallas. Become financially free. Okay, good. Yes, definitely help you with that. Okay, we're gonna get started right now, right here, and I'm gonna cover all the location secrets, and also I'm gonna analyze some location for you guys. How many here want me analyze your market for you? Okay, good. Just stay to toward closer to the end. That's why I can open up and have time because I'm gonna go over a lot of material right now, and also want to give you guys as much value as I can. All right, Jeff, Nashville, time freedom, generational wealth. Hallelujah. That's right. Generational wealth and time freedom. Okay. Not just for your kids, for you, with your kids, your grandkids, how you build that generational wealth, how you build that freedom. Write this down. Financial freedom is not based on your job or business. It's based on multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income backed up by real estate is the number one key for you to get financial freedom. Okay. So multiple streams of income is so important because if something happened to you, what happened to your income? Gone, right? When I was a pharmacist, what happened to me? If something happened to me, all my income's gone. Boom. It sucks. But when I become an entrepreneur and I had like 20 something houses that make me money, even if one of the house burned down right now, that's only 5% of my income. You get it? So I still have 95% of my income. And that's why it's so important for you to understand that your The holy grail to financial freedom is not your job. It's not your side hustle. None of that. It's multiple streams of income that's backed up by real estate. Why real estate? It's always been the number one way for people to create wealth. History has been proven thousands of years, you know. But the challenge with real estate is nobody have all the money in the world to buy like 10, 20 houses and retire. It takes like 30, 40 years. Well, we can get you to where you want to go out 6 months or less versus 30 years. How many want to get there? Okay, make six-figure income in 6 months, right? Sounds too good to be true. I'll show you exactly how to do it. We help hundreds of people just like you do it all the time. So stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned. There's definitely life-changing material that I'm about to cover here. All right. Well, we got a couple of people on Nashville. Nashville is a great market. We got some strong market tonight. Dallas is a great market as well. Have a few properties there. Virginia is good too. So yeah, rocking and rolling. I'm gonna share with you the location midterm rental secrets today. Okay. How many are committed to your dreams, your goals, your future? Right? Put some likes in chat in the chat. If you are committed, I challenge you to stay with me for the next 45, 50 minutes here and pay attention, play all out, full participation, and it will change your life. How's that? Okay. Now I will do everything in my power to make it worth your while. Okay. And I don't take it lightly at all. You being here, I know your time is super valuable. So it's mine. I usually charge like $5,000 an hour. So this is like a give back to the community as much as I can every week. I'm doing a free live class covering a different topic. I hope you appreciate that. And my whole team is also here to help you. You have any questions, okay? All right, so today we're going to talk about location secret, how you find the best spot for corporate rental. No property required, no property buying required. You don't really need to buy the properties. You don't need to have any experience. You don't need to have any employees, okay? Want to explain the difference between owning versus renting, okay? There's a big difference between owning versus renting that will change your mind, change your life, change your mind, change your life. I used to think that in order for me to make money from real estate, I had to buy the real estate and own it. It took me like forever, like years to find out, like save up my money and buy my first house. But with this, you don't need to buy that house. You need to control the house, control the home, Controlling the home is the most important thing. So when you can control the home, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You can sublease it, right? For one home that you buy, you can sublease about 7 or 8 houses from the other people, and then just re-rent it out, sublease it out. So you can test about 8 different markets for one home that you buy, Plus is unparalleled flexibility that allows you to explore various locations, property types. You don't have to do a long-term commitment. Once you buy a property, if you buy one, you're gonna locked in for a long time, right? But when you rent, you can get out of that lease very quickly because nobody gonna chase you down. The most you can lose is your first month rent and the deposit. That's it. Okay. Versus if you buy a home, you can lose a lot more time, energy, money. But if you have the same amount of money, let's say you have 100K, you want to make money from one house or 8 houses? Because with one house that you buy, you can usually do about 8 arbitrage. We call them arbitrage, which means that you rent for one price and then you sublease, rent it out for another price to companies. Okay. So, and then you can test out different markets as well. So that's why rental arbitrage can get you to your goals about 8 to 10 times faster. And that's how I was able to become financially free when in my early 30s, retire my mom and dad. Also help hundreds of people just like you within just the first 6 months, 12 months, you get financial freedom. All right, so short-term versus rental versus midterm. What's the difference? Short-term is just a few days stay, less than 30 days. Longer term is over 30 days, usually 3 months to 6 months. Short term is more like vacationer, thing, vacation, travel, fun, events, party, alcohol, dancing, music, loud music, that kind of thing. Okay. Versus midterm is more professional or families that already have established jobs and houses and their home undergo renovation. So their insurance is paying for their stay with us. So, and they're way less frequent management, right? Way less management per month. Instead of vacation rental, I used to run 20 something vacation rental, and it was a nightmare. Every weekend there was 20 something events or 20 something, stuff happening that caused a lot of damages to the home, drug, alcohol, you name it, right? And that's like, there's no freedom. But with midterm rental, I switched over midterm and my life changed night and day. I was able to travel around the world, have fun, do whatever I want to do, barely working, just a few hours a week. That's it. Instead of having to, manage 20 something people vacation. I mean, it's a lot of stress. Vacation is a lot of stress for people because everybody, they only go on vacation once every, twice a year, once every few years. So everything got to be perfect and everything got to, got to be taken care of right away. If something wrong, like a toilet paper right now, oh my God, it's the end of the world, Versus midterm rental, they don't care that much because it's not like a family vacation. It's more of, just staying for work and need to a place to sleep. And they stay for a few months. So they're not gonna like bother you with, all the little stuff that will take, they're gonna give you some time. They're gonna give you some time to, change the stuff or fix anything, right? And I love that. Okay. All right. So, oh, by the way, we're doing a free consultation call with one of our top advisor. How many here want to have a free one-on-one sitting down with my top advisor with me? Okay. So while supplies last, we're only doing a few slots of these. It's literally one hour free consultation. And I only give about a few hours a week of my time. So you're gonna click on the link in the chat if you want that offer. And the only thing we ask for is number one, make sure you show up because we block out an hour of our time. Show up in a quiet environment, be coachable, and also be focused on what you can give. We're looking for givers to build a community of givers and not just takers. So if that sounds like you and you want that free consult or the free strategy session, then book that call and then we will see you on the inside. And if you're lucky enough, you're going to get me on the call. So I don't do this often at all. Make sure to take advantage of this while I still have the bandwidth to do it. Okay. What states are the best for midterm rental? Bigger cities, the cost of living and bigger populations. These are what can bring you more clients. So, big cities like Los Angeles, New York, hotspots, Dallas, hotspot, Nashville is hotspots too. Any cities that have bigger population, even higher cost of living is good too, because the more higher cost of living, the more we can charge in rent. Okay. So it's kind of opposite. Who in here have been killed by taxes and inflation, right? I don't like it as much as the next guy, or you do, But with this, we actually like inflation because how we want to be beneficiary for inflation, right? By being a landlord or benefit from rent, you are being benefited by inflation. The higher inflation, the higher the rent, the more money everybody's made. You see what I'm saying? So these are the things to look for. Other key factors: up and coming cities, cities in transition. Where are the growth going? For example, Texas has been growing like wildfire. Florida has been growing too. People are moving in. Is your city people moving in or people moving out? Right? California is always super hot for rental as well. And so, Nashville, Tennessee is a great market. Virginia is good. DC all over. You can pretty much do this in any major city, okay? There's actually medium-sized cities can work as well, because any cities, there are companies that are looking to employ to find housing for their employees. And every city, there are people with insurance housing who are going through renovations. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to know these secrets. What makes a location ideal for midterm rental? All right, these are my three secrets, okay? Highways, hospitals, and hotels. When two highways intersect, that is when money flow, attention flow equal money flow. Write that down. Wherever attention is, there's money in that, okay? So there's a reason why the government did their research and put billions of dollars into our highway system, and we just follow what their research already and be close to the two highways. When two highways intersect, that's where the most central location are. And then you can tell also other criteria like hospitals and hotels. When they are close, when they are founded on one side of the highway, that side is a better side. You understand? And whenever they put down 10 million, 100 million to build a resort or a hospital, don't you think they've done their research already? Of course they have, right? And if they've done their research already, why do you need to do more? Okay. So that's why highways, hospitals, and hotels are phenomenal criterias. You want to be about 10 minutes away from central location of hospitals, hotels, of highways. Okay. What to avoid at downtown and HOA restricted areas? What is a good area to be at is nice suburban neighborhood with good schools. Okay. So why avoid downtown and HOA? Well, downtown is a lot of regulation. HOA are just, I don't know what they do, but all they do is just watching us Airbnb or corporate housing people and, critique at us. So you want areas where HOA is not so strong that they're not overlooking your shoulder on everything, okay? That's why you want to go to the suburb with good school, with nice single-family home, and not condos or townhouses in downtown or very populated, HOA restricted areas, because they will get you shut down. Okay, I'd shut down like 10 Airbnbs before or corporate housing before, I know. And most of them were because I did condos or townhouse or HOA area. But when I switch over a single family home, it's been a smooth ride most of the time. And also, for the past 8, 9 years, I have several homes that lasted for 8, 9 years doing this, so it definitely worked. Okay. What are the risks associated with poor location choices? Okay, so low demand and seasonality, of course. 2 is higher vacancy rate. Okay. Number 3 is difficulty getting quality tenants, because quality tenants want to stay in nice neighborhood. They don't want to stay in the ghetto, obviously, right? And then 4, decrease in property value. In our case, is decrease in rent, right? So location, right? Why? Because the number one rule in real estate is location, because you cannot change it. You can change everything else about the house except the location. It's very much stuck there. Okay. That's why picking the right location is the most important thing that you need to do. So in order for us to analyze your market or giving you like more strategy depending on where you live, this is an introductory class. We can only do so much here. You want to book a call with us. It's a 1-hour free strategy call with our top advisor or me, and we will analyze your location, analyze your situation, show you the roadmap to financial freedom, and build our game plan for you. How many want me to do that for you? Want us to do that for you, okay? Then book this call. That's it. Once the slots is up and gone, it's gone. Okay. You want to book it now because literally we only have a few slots for this week. How does location impact pricing and filling up very fast? How does it impact pricing of midterm rental? Huge. Okay, seasonality. Midterm rental actually have less seasonality effect than short term. Short term has way more effect on the seasonality because most short term rental can only make profit 3-4 months out of the year. The rest of the year they lose money. Okay, versus us midterm rental, we make profit most most of the year, like year round pretty much, because we have contracts, agreement, lease that stay for 6 months, 9 months, sometime a year. All right. What are other impact with MTR, midterm rental? Is either oversaturated areas, like there's too many competition, or apartments, townhouse, HOA that with strict regulation that will shut you down. Okay. So these happen a lot. That's why knowing where to go is so important. What are the strategies for competing in saturated areas? Do midterm, not short term. You have to set up to stand out. Okay, why do you want to do midterm? Because short term is a bunch of vacations, rental. Okay, the way I explain to my students is short term rental is like you building a castle on sand. Why? Because remember COVID, guys? Remember 9/11 happened? It wiped out the entire travel industry. Most $1 billion company went bankrupt overnight. Do you want to have that risk? Who knows another COVID might happen? Who knows another 9/11 might happen? Every 8 to 10 years, something crazy happened and people are afraid, people don't travel anymore. So you base your money, your business on vacation rental, it's gonna happen. Okay. Some of the biggest $1 billion company went bankrupt during this past COVID scenario situation, where my company survived and actually thrive because our projects, we are rent out to companies, and companies are project based, and their projects usually get delayed through COVID. So therefore they extended our stays even more. Make sense? So it's actually crazy how, this is a hidden gem that most people don't know about. And that's why I'm super passionate about sharing this, because nobody teach this out there. Nobody know about this, and just don't want people to think that vacation rental is the way, because I already done it and I don't want I don't want to do that. It's so stressful. Okay. So when you do midterm, it's like a breeze, every 3-6 months they move out, they move in. You don't have to do anything once they checked in, and you just go travel, do whatever you want to do, take care of your family. Okay. And then you got to set up to stand out. How do you set it up so that's catered to the corporate working professionals, cater to the insurance housing families? Very important, right? And then number 3, you do arbitrage. Instead of buying the property, you only need to rent it with a sublet clause at that, or co-hosting. You can even do co-hosting. You don't even need to put any money down. I mean, with that, it's a lot less risk than buying a property, right? When you buy a property, it takes you years to save up the money. And then, most people go to foreclosure because they couldn't afford the mortgage payment, because it's really hard to get out of. But guess what? If you're on the lease, it's pretty easy to get out. All you do is pay first month rent, 1 month deposit, peace. Your maximum loss is a few $1,000. Versus when you buy a property, your max loss could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Why would you do that when you can use that money to rent like 10 houses or co-host 10 houses and make 10 times the income now to get you financial freedom? You can also test the market when you do arbitrage or co-hosting or managing other people property a lot more, right? Would you rather have 10 houses with the same amount of money instead of one? So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, drop in the chat. My team can help you answer. By the end, I will go over the questions as well and help you answer as well. So what is corporate housing arbitrage? What is the formula for this? All you do is first month rental plus first month deposit. That's how much you will be paying. And then you can buy the furniture or rent the furniture, you can charge 2 times the rent plus or minus utilities, and therefore you can make about 200% return. How? For example, each property costs you 5 to 7K for the first month rent and deposit. Furniture about 7, 8K. Let's say 12K, 12 to 15K to do an arbitrage. You make 2 to 3K a month right away. In 6 months, you make your money back. In your first year, you double your money. When you double your money, that's 200% return. Make sense? How much return are you getting on your money right now? Most people are only getting 5-10% if you're lucky. You know, you Warren Buffett, you're getting 20-30% a year, and you Warren Buffett. This, you're getting 200% return. So it's crazy, right? And you're in control of your money. You're not giving your money to BlackRock, Blackstone, whatever Black it is. You don't even know who like handling your money, right? All these big, Vanguard, all these big, people you invest with, but you can't control your money. But with this, you can control your money. Okay, that's the most important thing. You're controlling your income of how much you get and also the maximum return. Other formula is when you want to make 10 to 15K a month, just do about 5 properties. You can make it there. Okay. If you do 2 properties a month, that's 2.5 months away. If it take you 1 month to do 1 property, that's 5 months. And then you make your 10 to 15K, 6-figure income. There you go. Okay. If you want 20 to 30K a month, just do 10 properties. If you take you two properties to do a month, then that's 5 months away. You can hit the 20-30K a month goal. You know how long it took me to be a pharmacist? That's why I got the doctor title. It's a real doctor degree in pharmacy. It took me 8 years to do. Also got my master in business, MBA. I looked at hundreds of different models. You know what I got from that? I was making 10K a month as a pharmacist after 8 years of struggling as a student. Okay, that's a long time. This, you can get to 10K a month within a few months. We have so many people who've done it before. You see what I'm saying? And then co-hosting is when you can manage other people's properties, or you can co-host with them. So your initial expense is zero, pretty much. You can either buy the furniture or rent the furniture, but you don't have to pay for that. Landlord will pay. Usually landlord will have the furniture, or they will already have Airbnbs, but they're not doing well. So you come in as a corporate expert, get them corporate rental clients, and you guys partner up and make money together. But you don't have to put down any money. You see, that's the most beautiful thing. You can charge 2 times the rent, plus or minus utilities. This will mean infinite return on investment because you're not putting any money down. You see what I'm saying? On average, you earn less than arbitrage. So on average, you earn about $1,000 a month per property, 700 to 1,600. So what this means is you need 5 properties to make you about 5-6K a month. You need 10 properties to hit you with the 6-figure income. But the good news with this is it doesn't cost you any money to get started. So therefore, you can scale very, very quickly. Make sense? So that's huge. Okay, huge. That you can just scale quickly and get to your goals. Okay. All right. So have I shown you enough to let you know that you can get to your financial freedom within a few months? Give you the formulas. I gave you the difference between each and give you some location secrets. Okay. If you want to learn more, then definitely book this free consultation call with us. The link's in the chat while supply still lasts. Okay. All right. So I came up with a 4-step proprietary system that will give you the way to get to financial freedom. It's called the FAST method. FAST. F, find the right location. A, ask to sublease. S, set up to stand out. T, to tap into the corporate clients. That's it. Okay. These are the 4 steps you need. F, finding right location. Most people would tell you to do a tons of research, a tons of software, right? And you have to buy or subscribe to a ton of things to do your research. With us, we have a proprietary system that finds you the right location within minutes. Okay. So, and then every week we have mentorship, we have group coaching every week, 2-3 times a week to analyze your market and analyze the deal for you to let you know if it's a good deal or bad deal, right? So every single week we will do this. How many in here like me to hold your hand and show you if it's a good deal or bad deal, you jump on it or not, right? I'll do that every single week. That's why we win, right? A is to ask to sublease. Okay, so the second step is how you get the landlord to say yes. Most other people, they do this on themselves. Like a lot of like younger Airbnb gurus now come out, they only have a few properties and they think they're a guru and they tell you to pitch a landlord on Airbnb. Well, if you tell anybody about Airbnb, they're gonna be like, I'm already doing that, click, or my grandma's doing that, click, everybody already doing Airbnb. What's the difference between you and like 100 other people trying to get their properties? Is corporate housing. Leverage our network of over 100 members plus 100 properties combined of 20 years experience. I'm going to share with you another secret is the secret of leverage. Write that down. Leverage is how you can get to your goal 10 times, 100 times faster, okay? So, and also when you go to war, you want to go to war by yourself or with an army. Write this down. When you go to war, you want to go to war with an army, okay? All right, because your chance of success is way better versus if you're gonna go to war by yourself. If you're gonna go to war by yourself, I mean, anybody know anybody who win by going to war by themselves? I don't think so. Okay, you need an army, and if you don't have an army, I have built one. So all you do is leverage mine. Took me like a decade to build this. Check this out: beyondchn.com. Beyond Corporate Housing Network is a nationwide corporate housing network with over hundreds of properties combined with 100 direct partners nationwide. So we literally have partners nationwide that you can partner up with, that do this business with, that we have helped to do this business professionally from coast to coast. And imagine having your logo, your website designed by us on here, catered to the corporate clients. Isn't that a lot more powerful than you doing by yourself? Isn't this easier than when you show this to a landlord? It's like a slam dunk, it's like shooting fish in the barrel, right? It's just so much more powerful to show them that we are a real company, we are a real network, a nationwide network, and we have so much more potential than, Joe Smo down the street. Does that make sense? So I hope if that makes sense, drop some likes and heart in the chat, okay? That's how you're able to, that's how our students get major success very fast, because we understand how to leverage, right? Okay, so let's go back to our slides here. The second step is how do you sublease? How do you get the landlord to say yes, right? What's in it for them, okay? With us, what's in it for them is we are doing corporate rental. So when we're doing corporate rental, we have our clients, our corporations, or insurance. They will pay more, they will stay longer, and they will take care of the property 10 times better than vacation rental, okay? And then on top of that, we will manage the property pretty much for free. So it's very important for you to understand what's in it for the landlord, to explain this to them, okay? But that's for another class. I think I'm doing that class next week. So tune into that. But right now, I'm just giving you an overview of the process, okay? So that's the second step. And then, so when you can leverage our network, that's how you're able to get the corporate clients. That's how you're able to get the instant credibility, so you can get the properties, right? You can able to just get the property because you have instant credibility by just being a part of our network that already established, that have been doing this for a long time, right? Okay, so set up to stand out. Most people will tell you buy, rent furniture on your own. With us, we give you the best deals. We have the best checklist practices that can save you thousands of dollars per property. And then we also show you what is the difference between setting up for corporate. It's so much different than setting up for vacation rental. Corporate have different needs. Their needs are sleep, Their needs are families, not vacation party, okay? Not theme. You don't need a theme room. You don't need a pool house. You don't need a playhouse like most Airbnb need. So therefore, cut down your cost to set up quite a bit. And also it will help you to cater to the corporate clients that will stay for a long time because they need a place that is more catered to their needs, right? All right, so we covered that in another week of class. The other section of this is how do you tap into corporate clients? Most people only list on Airbnb and VRBO, maybe a couple other sites, but that's it. We have direct booking. Most of our booking are direct booking from corporate clients. Why is this so important? Because we don't want to rely on Airbnb or VRBO, right? Some algorithm can change the companies, can change something and boom, there goes your business. So they can just shut you down. But with us, we have direct booking. A lot of the relationship that we built over the almost 10 years doing this, we were like the oldest, company in midterm corporate housing in America with the biggest network. So you can get proven tested sources. We probably test over 1,000 sources by now, or with our members, 100 members nationwide. So we give you the best sources that will give you the corporate clients on a consistent, regular basis. Does that make sense? Okay. So this is the fast method. And if that doesn't like, this stuff took me like years to figure out. So I just give you, boom, this is what you need to do, X, Y, and Z, right? Sounds good? So you want to book more in-depth consultation, then book the link, the call in the chat to get you more detail based on your area and situation. Okay. How do you do co-hosting? It's another section. Co-hosting is when you manage, basically you manage properties for another people. Okay. So let's say the rent is for vacant house is 3,000. You can sublease it for 6,000, fully furnished. 20% of it go to you for co-hosting. Usually you make about 20%. So you're making 1,200 bucks in this example. The landlord pay for utilities. We factor in vacancy or buffer 10%. Total net the rent to the owner is 3,700. You give in the owner an extra cash flow of 700 bucks. So the landlord will make about $1,000 in cash flow instead of only 300 bucks, for example. But usually most long-term landlord only make a few hundred bucks, right? We are able to triple their cash flow because we rent out to companies. Why would landlord do this? Because when the owner manages the property, the tenants can squat at their properties. Evictions take a lot of time, money, and energy. When we manage, guess how many evictions we had for the last 9 years? 0. Is that crazy? For corporate clients, for insurance clients throughout the entire nation with hundreds of partners. We haven't had anybody get evicted for rent out to corporate clients. That's why it's such a great, amazing opportunity. I mean, if you can understand the opportunity that you have your hands on, you drop everything else and focus on this, okay? And then the owner, when they manage, they have to pay for maintenance. They fix their toilets and all that themselves when they get burnt out. With us, we have enough margin because we rent out to companies and insurance. They have a lot of money. We can actually hire a lot of maintenance and manage for them for free. Or not for free, we still charge for them 20%, but they're still making more money than they do regular way. If the owner do it the traditional way, they're pretty much no profit. Those of you a landlord, you only make a few $100 a month, and then you pray that the tenants will be good. So once they move out, you don't have to spend that money to fix it. Most of the time you do. So you really make no profit. With us, when we manage it, we make the landlord a lot of profit, at least 500, 1,000 bucks, sometimes 2,000 bucks a month, and they don't have to do anything. That's about triple their profit if they just do it themselves. So how do you pitch a landlord? The pitch is, how would you like to double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? Okay. You only need a couple of landlords to achieve your financial freedom and don't give up. All right. So that's the pitch. How would you like to double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? Who doesn't want to do that? You see? So it's a win-win-win for everybody. And then you can manage and scale. You have monthly reports. You can ask for referrals, other properties. You can rinse, repeat, and scale very fast. So this is arbitrage financial freedom formula. When you do arbitrage, first month, just do 1 month, one property, make you 2,000 a month. Second month, you do 2 properties, now you have 6K a month. Month 3, you do 2 properties, now you have 10K a month. After 3 months, you can make 10K a month. What took, me 8 years as a doctor, or anybody who climbed the corporate ladder, 10 years to make 10K a month, usually, you can do it within 3 months. And the best part is you're not working 40, 50 hours a week like a regular job. You're working about 5, 10 hours a week, max, right? Because once they checked into the property, you don't have to do much anything. It's not like a restaurant. Don't ever do a restaurant or any kind of service business. Have you ever heard of any business where the clients don't even want to see you? They don't even want to, you give them much of your time. This is that business. Every other business, the clients want to see more of you, require more of your time. This is a tenant of my property. They never want to see the landlord, right? They want to be like, hey, give me my privacy. If something broken, I call you, which rarely happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's very, very, very passive with this kind of business. Anyway, month 6, you have 11 properties, make you 22K a month. By month 12, you have 20-something property, make you 46K a month. That's almost 500K a year. That's what most surgeons make, okay? Now, co-hosting, you make less. You make about $1,000 per month. But remember, there's no risk of your own money, okay? So you can scale very, very quickly. So within, 6 months, you can have 11 property, make you $11,000 a month, 6-figure income. Or if you scale quickly, you can do 3 properties a month. And by month 6, you have 16 properties. By month 12, you have 34 properties. And you can live the wealthy life with 30, 40K, $500,000 a year in income, right? So that's the formula. Take a screenshot of this, put it on your wall. That's all you need to do to get your financial freedom. Took me a long time to figure out, but here you go, free for you, okay? Hope you appreciate that. All right, so book a free call. Hopefully it's amazing value for you, right? We are the oldest coaching community for midterm rental in the US. Our advisors and coaches in the past are all graduates from my mentorship. We are one of the largest nationwide corporate housing networks in America. Go to beyondchn.com, click on partnership, and you see all our partners. So these are real companies, legit, nationwide, as you can see here. You can't make up a network over 100 different companies, okay? All right, there you go. All right, so what does it look like to enroll in MTR Collective? Number 1, get rid of any fear, limiting belief that hold you back from your success. That's probably the most important step, because most people have a lot of limiting belief from their past, whatever. I want you to throw all that out to know that anything is possible for you. I truly believe that we are all sons and daughters of God, and that all that belong to his kingdom belong to us. So we already were created in his image, so we can do pretty much anything. To me, there's no impossible. When I see a word impossible, I see am possible. Am possible. It's the same word, just depending on how you look at it. Make sense? All right. So when you can get rid of that, boom, you have unlimited potential. Even the Albert Einstein only used like 5%, 10% of his potential. Our potential is super unlimited. So believe in yourself, guys, and know that you can do it. We have helped teenager, single mom, truck driver make 6-figure income. You can do it too, okay? Step 2, any fast method, you can start your business. Do it, okay? Step 3 will give you weekly mentoring to help you focus. Step 4, you build and scale midterm rental corporate housing business. Check this out.
Officially leaving my pharmacy
Single mom
career
right
job next month.
Right.
I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
Well, on average, $20,000. Last month was my biggest month, of course. I grossed $50,000.
Wow. How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now?
How long did it take you to get promises?
Forever.
Actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I've made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do everything I can to beat that number.
That's 20K a month, baby. There you go.
Started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
How much are we making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
1,000 a month. Yeah, so peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's glowing. He got money all over his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about 3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. You teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business. So I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple of weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. So yeah, this is it's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just, getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chau knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's going to do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chau.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go.
15 years old, so you see it, 15 years old, single mom, all truck driver can do it, you can do it as well. All of them was in on that testimonial video, okay? All right, sounds good. So if you haven't already, book this call with us and we will take care of you, okay? So now let's go over the questions. Team, did I any interesting questions here? You're welcome to unmute yourself and let me know, okay? Let me see. So if you guys have questions, you can also put down the chat, also raise your hand. You wanna come out and talk, you can come out and talk. Love to interact with you as well. Does this work in Canada? Okay, so great question. This does work in Canada, however, it's work a lot better in the US. So what we recommend is for people, Canadians to move to the US. We'll help with a couple of people who have done that, and they can get money from the US, create a LLC in the US and make money from here, which is a lot better because Canada doesn't have a lot of companies like the US. So, but anyway, and it's also, you're able to, once you establish a business here, you can possibly move to the US, that's something that, that you can work with your lawyer and all that, but it's a really good opportunity. Okay. Another question, recession proof, hallelujah. If you already done the initial call with your advisor, follow up with that advisor. If it was either Michael Harris or is it me, that would follow up with that person. If not, you want to book a new call, okay? Up to you. Is there any benefit or the detriment to be a licensed realtor in this? Oh, if you're a licensed lead realtor, this is actually way better. Okay, I was actually a licensed realtor before, So I can teach you from experience. This is not, you know, what I think. I've done it before. So when I was a realtor, I was struggling to make a sale every month, right? But when I focus on this, I was like, why don't I just focus on the investor client who gonna take care of the property, who gonna just like who doesn't ask too much crazy question and look at 100 properties like the retail buyer, right? They just want to know if the numbers work. And then I can manage it on the back end. So imagining you getting more clients because you know this business and you can get them more return on their investment and you can manage it on the back end. So that way you don't just make money like when you're a realtor or whenever something like that, you make money on the hunt. Every day you can go out on the hunt, and if there's no deal, you might not even eat that month, right? But when you manage the property, you have a consistent, predictable income. Write that down. You don't have reoccurring revenue, you don't have a business, you have a job. Okay. And realtor is a pretty tough job because you can work on weekends and weekdays and nighttime. But with us, when you do investor clients, different. Investor client, sometimes once you build trust, they don't even want to like, sometimes they might even like, hey, buy me that property, you know, they send me the pictures or something. They don't even need to go and see like 10 different houses once you build that trust. And then you can manage it on the back end for them and make recurring income. All you need is 10 houses and you make 10K a month, guys. That's it. All right. Other questions? Let me look at. In the Mexico, I don't have any experience in Mexico market. Mexico is more for vacation rental. You know, but this is a different model. And like I said, explain with the vacation rental, right? Another COVID happened and boom, you know, it's gone. Your whole business is bankrupt. $1 billion company went bankrupt overnight because of COVID, because they did vacation rental. Okay. So I wouldn't build your castle on sand, like I was saying. Now you can do a hybrid model with us. For example, we have students who in Florida or close to Disneyland or Orlando. They 3 months out of the year, they can do short term, make a boatload of money. The rest of the time they can do midterm. Just call a hybrid model. And that works really well because you putting about 70-80% of your tenants are midterm corporate clients, about 20-30% are short term, but only in the travel season, right? So your business is more secure that way. Mexico City, yes, of course. Mexico City is yeah, Mexico City, you can do this in. Definitely. Any major city you can do this in, guys, because any major cities, there's always companies, you know, what kind of companies? Any kind of home services company, construction, you know, pest control, you know, AC guy, solar company, there's a lot of that, right? Once they come in for a project, once the project done, they move out. Usually the project get delayed, 90% of the time project get delayed. So therefore they get extension. And that way, when I hear extension, I hear the change. And that was easy. Okay. I have an easy button. They usually extend like for months. I have students who extend all the time. You know, with corporate clients, right? Versus vacation rental, they extend maybe for like 2 days, right? So so that's what I'm talking about, you know. All right. I have 2 houses in New York. I do Airbnb, but I don't know my area is good for midterm rental. Okay, good. All right, iPhone, you're the lucky person here. All right, let's analyze the market. Talk out in the chat your action. Let's somehow analyze that view for you right now on the live. Okay. And for those of you, I can take about 2 more people who want to analyze the market. you have an address, you have a city, town you wanna look at? Probably in the chat right now, okay? So iPhone, the Marlin, what is your address for the area of the property? This purchase of property in Houston? Yeah, I can analyze it, probably in the address. I need an address, guys. Just pop it in. Mount Vernon, New York. Okay, let's head for Mount Vernon, New York. All right. Boom, I love Analyze Live with you guys. Okay, so Mount Vernon. Let's see where is that. Okay, all right. So first I gotta see what highways are running to it. Okay. And then I'm gonna look at what are the 3 H's, guys? You guys been paying attentions. Hospitals, highways, and hotels, right? So now I'm gonna pop into hospitals. Boom. There's one right here. Some big one up there as well. Then I'm gonna go to hotels. Okay. Okay, so I see a few hotels here as well. Yeah, and I like how it is on this peninsula that lead to Manhattan. Okay, so that's a good thing. Okay. So then I'll also see what's around the area. There's a few golf course. And also as long as the unit is good, you know, that's why you have a link to your property, that would even be better. You know, I can see the property, but you don't feel comfortable sharing, that's fine. Just book a call. Actually, I found the Marlin, you want to, I can, you know, I want to reward you for staying this late, so you can book a call on my calendar, okay? Think Rianne is hosting today. Okay, yeah, Rianne, you can send direct message to Marlon. I think Thursday or Friday, I have 10 to 12. I don't know if it's still available, but you can talk with Rianne and pop into book him into my calendar so I can analyze the property in more detail. But for those of you who are watching right now, this could work for midterm rental, yeah. And then the other one is Cortland Manor, New York. Whoa. Is that right, Cortland Manor? That looked kind of far out there. Is it all the way up here? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of far out. Let me see what. Yeah. There are some Bear Mountain State Park. Okay, so this one you can probably do a hybrid model. Because it look like this is really nice area. So you can the only I think this work well for hybrid, like short-term rental mixed with midterm rental. For the hot season, you can rent this out where people from the city want to go out and check out the reservation, the reservoir, and you know, the river and all of that. Then yeah, you know, And then the rest of the time you can do midterm. That's something you can do. But this wouldn't work strictly just for midterm or corporate housing. The other one would definitely work for corporate housing, a lot more centrally located. Okay. So yeah, book that call. I will analyze more detail with you and go into more detail. Okay. Sounds good. And what's your name, by the way? Marlon? You see, you want to unmute yourself and ask any questions, you're welcome to as well, you know? Houston, yes. Jess? Okay, Marlon. Do you get able to get a spot on my calendar with Rianne? And then Jess, what area of Houston? Houston is huge. What part of Houston? Jess? Okay. So,
6732 Go Fourth Street is the address
okay.
just gave.
In Houston? Okay. All right. So let's look at this real quick. All right, so this is south of Houston. Usually I look for loops. Okay, so Houston, you see all these highways, avoid out town. So what's the next big loop? Is this loop right here. Okay, this is on the inside of that loop. So it is more centrally located. So that's a good thing. And now we're gonna look at hospitals. I mean, because you don't want to have them too far out. Okay. All right, so most of the hospitals are located right down here in the south area. Looks like a lot more centrally located in the south of Houston, which is good. Yes, University of Houston right here. Okay. Now we're gonna look at hotels. So there's a few hotels there. Okay. Now, what kind of hotel is also important? So this address again is right here. Okay. So when I look at hotels, okay. And then, of course, the neighborhood too, okay? Location why I like how it is close to highways. You see like this highway going down. There's another highway, so it is close to like 2 or 3 highways system that is more centrally located. The main concern with this is the neighborhood, okay? Because I see some motel popping in the area. But that's why we do these calls so we can see, okay? So I wonder if it's on Zillow. We can look at it. Oh, nice. Wow, done a great job renovating this place. Look really beautiful. Did you do all this? Jess? See, this help a lot more. This, you can see and feel more. This home is gorgeous. Yeah, this is definitely beautiful. You can definitely do this with corporate housing as far as the home go. These are the neighborhood. Whoa. The only thing is this, your home is like the nicest home in the whole neighborhood, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that just for future reference, you want to be like you want your neighborhood to be similar houses. Or you want to be like the smallest house in the nicest neighborhood. Okay. And that's why we do arbitrage and co-hosting. Because when you buy a property, I understand in like less nice neighborhood, you can buy for a lot cheaper prices. So that's probably why most people will buy or build, you know. But when you rent or co-host, you can really pick and choose the best neighborhood, the best properties for just a few $100 more, which you pass on to the client anyway. Okay. So anyway, location wise, I give this a 9 out of 10. Neighborhood wise, I give this like maybe a 7 or 6. The property, I definitely give it like a 10 or even like 9 or 10. It's beautiful property. So great job on that. Anyway, book a call with us. We can analyze a lot more detail. Right? This is just like real quick. We only have a few minutes. So hopefully you guys book that call and then we can go from there. Okay. So Jess, definitely book that call as well. Marlon, do you able to get that on my calendar? Any other questions, guys? Welcome to unmute yourself and ask. You know, we're not gonna bite. Okay, so we're here to help you. So unmute yourself, raise your hand, whatever. We're here to help you, okay? All right, all right. Marlon, is that are you good with that? Anything else? Jess? All right. If you are good, then I'm good as well. So hopefully you can have that call, book a call in our calendar, and we will go from there. Yeah, Jess. Yeah, so you can book a call on the link. Or if you want, you know, I want to reward you as well, you can talk with Rianne and see if there's a spot on my calendar. She can help you with that. So just directly chat with her. Okay. Someone to your Tuesday class. Need to invite someone. Okay. Yeah, next week is Labor Day, guys. So we have class on Tuesday instead of Monday. If you want to invite anybody, it's called Beyond Beyond bnbsecrets.com/live. Okay, I'll put it in here for you so you can send this out to any of your friends want to come and learn for free. You know, I do the free class every week, so invite more people, help a lot more people. Okay. Yeah, Jeff, that will be depending on your situation and the package. We have different package for coaching. So that's why I book a call with us. And then we can, depend on where you're at, where you want to go, we can, you know, give you the right advice for where you're at. Okay. All right. My team, are we good? Anything else? Yeah.
I'm just, yeah, never mind, Dr. Chau. Jessica already provided her details.
Okay. You got the phone number from Jess as well? Make sure you got phone number from her, just in
Yes,
case.
Dr. Chau. I would just like to confirm her location. So for the time zone, for the
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so either for my calendar, I think I have a couple of slots on Thursday, 10 to 12. If it's not fill up, and then Friday, 10 to 12. But that's it. Anyway, All right, guys, any other questions? How long does the mentorship last for success failure ratio? Okay. The mentorship, 1 year, we have 1 year mentorship. Okay. Success failure ratio for those people who actually take action and be coachable and or have a right attitude, our success is super high, like 90 something % success rate. Okay. So just make sure that you are coachable and you focus being persistent as well, and also being a giver, and things will work out for you. For those of you watching on my social media, you can go in the link in my bio to book a call with us for that free consultation call. So click on the link in the bio and, just opt in and book your call. Okay. All right. All right. All right, team. Rihanna, you good? Or you need some more time?
One last question for Jess. What's your location?
Location is Houston. Oh,
Houston. All right.
time frame. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, just make sure you got the phone number so we can, if any situation, we can talk after. Okay. All right. All right, team. You have it already. The link's in the chat one more time to book that call. Or save it. I should book it now. Don't want to wait, because if you don't do anything during the moment of inspiration, it's gonna pass you by, right? I learned this from a multi-billionaire. There's windows of opportunities in everything. And the difference between a successful person and a non-successful person is they can recognize the opportunity, number one. And number two is they know that opportunities won't last. The windows of opportunity will only open for a certain amount of time. There's a reason why you and I are here in the same room on the same call together, right? And this is your opportunity. So if you don't take it, it's gonna pass you by, and maybe you forget about it, or let fear down hurt you, and 3-4 years from now you'll be like, oh, what, I should have done it. Look, all the success story come out of it, right? I don't want that person to be you. I don't want you to miss out on this greatest opportunity for you and your family to change your life forever. And we have done it for hundreds of students nationwide, not just you, right? So do yourself a favor, at least book a call, explore your options, and then go from there. All right. All right. We always end with putting our hand fist together as a team, and then we count down from 10 to 1, and then we celebrate freedom. So everybody, you guys ready? Make sure you put down in your put your hand in, and then count down with me. Okay, unmute yourself, count out with me. So ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, freedom. Celebrating it. So thank you for being here. I'm super proud of you for sticking to the end. And this is just the beginning. So I look forward to see you on the call for the next 5 class. And let's make a difference. Take care. God bless.